All right, we are live. First pick already casted by the Nationals. They just fired their GM a week ago, a week before taking the first overall pick. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty surprised by this pick. I thought they were going to go safe and go Cade Anderson, but Eli Willits is probably the highest floor high school bat you have here. He probably has a higher ceiling than a JoJo Parker, but high floor, high ceiling. He's one of my favorite prospects in this draft. His dad's Reggie Willits. He's a brother that plays at Oklahoma. This is an interesting pick by the Nationals, especially after what has transpired with that organization.
I was listening to the Just Baseball live stream just before we hopped on here, and they were comparing this year to the Henry Davis year.
Tyler Jennings and I talked about that. Yeah.
Not like a real clear 1-1 here, and this is obviously a slot move for the Nationals, but just really interesting how you mentioned they fired the GM, they fired the head coach, and then this is the pick that no one has discussed going into the week. It shaked everything up.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. I've seen him mock at 5 to the Cardinals quite a bit, and I didn't think he was going to get to the Pirates, but I didn't see him going 1-1. So definitely a shocker here. I wonder what's going to happen next. I think that gives the Angels Cade Anderson, because if Cade Anderson was taken, I think they were going to go Liam Doyle from Tennessee. But that definitely does change everything. And I think, not to jump ahead, but I think a lot of what happens at 6 with the Pirates might depend on what happens at 3. Seattle, because Seattle's been connected to Seth Hernandez, the high school arm. They've also been connected to Ava Arquette. And Ava Arquette, if I were a betting man, would be the Pirates pick at 6 if he's there. So we'll see what the Mariners do at 3. But I think the Angels are going to go with one of these college arms here.
Let's talk about Willits real quick. Not even 18 years old.
Yeah, he's young.
Not even 18, 6'1", 175 out of Oklahoma. He's committed to Oklahoma. Major league bloodlines, legitimate switch hitter. Looks polished from both sides, goes to the gaps. It's a good pick. If you look at the prep guys from last year, if it turns out anything like how a Connor Griffin is performing, great. Not the same build, I know that, but
I think he's the easy bet to get there across the board. Like, I think Ethan Holiday has some swing and miss, obviously, but possibly plus power, more so than his brother did. I think Eli Willits could be a 60 bat, 60 power. So, wow, I'm still in shock right now. That was not expecting that. I thought it was either going to be Hernandez or they would go Ethan Holiday, but since Mike Rizzo being fired, I thought they would go safe pick here. It looks like the Angels pick is already in. Any bets here?
I think Cade Anderson.
I think it's going to be Cade. And also, the Nationals have a really good working relationship with Boris, and Cade is a Boris client. I don't know if Willits is too, but that was another factor. So
the Angels love taking pitching.
They love taking the quickest guy to the big leagues. Yeah. That's what they're going to do. That's why Liam Doyle was mocked here. If the kid they took last year has already debuted, I think, the reliever. And he wasn't even their first round pick. But Christian Moore, was he their pick last year? Christian Moore, he was 8th overall. So they've had 2 guys debut, I think.
Neto,
Noah Shanuel debuted like 20 days after he was drafted.
Ben Joyce for sure.
God, Tony Vitello is always on. God forbid one of our girlfriends was watching this draft, man. Come on, get off the screen.
If anyone has any comments, concerns,
what do we think is going to happen?
Bring it up.
Yeah. I have my TV on really low, so can't really hear, but here comes Rob Manfred. Are you caught up?
Yeah. Wow. There's zero mock.
Way.
Oh my God. Tyler Bremner, right-handed pitcher out of UC Santa Barbara.
Okay, so to be fair, and I don't know what really caused his stock to drop, but like going into this year, like he was one of the best college arms.
Yeah.
Um,
6'2", 190, right-handed arm, 21 years old, 97 to 98. Uh, geez, oh man. Every
Interesting.
mock has been wrong. Not even close to right.
This is interesting. Um, yeah, he's. I mean, there's been a lot of good arms that have come out of UCSB recently. So, um, Angels are taking a bet on another one. I did not see him going to. This is definitely underslot, right? Has to be.
It has to be. I think this is just a product of last year you saw a lot of college heavy guys, right?
Hmm.
And the prep guys are gonna just yield a lot more money.
Yeah,
A lot more. There's that threat that you could always just go to college,
yeah.
right? Not that they will. They'll usually get their way here, but
I thought this when you said "wow." I thought it was gonna because I'm definitely a little bit behind you. But I thought it
I
was gonna
won't
be
I won't
Avar.
say anything. I won't say anything until we both get it. But
Hey, Bremner's
yeah,
nasty. We got to ask Elijah Evans. He went to UCSB. I'm sure he's got a lot on Bremner, but
he
that's
misses bats. He misses bats over 30% of the time.
he's gonna be in the Angels bullpen by like August, mid August.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
talk
know how
about
much
like
he's pitched.
97 to 98 mile per hour fastball with a low 80s changeup that looks kind of like a screwball.
Wow, wow, interesting.
All right, so this is big here. I mean,
I mean, you've got from the college, like, Cade Anderson. Are the Mariners gonna go Cade Anderson?
they love arms.
They develop arms. I think this changes a lot, man. Going down the draft, like Ethan Holiday, I think is a lock to go at 4.
Yeah,
Um,
I think this might be Seth Hernandez here.
okay, I'm gonna go Kate. I'm
Go
gonna go
Cade.
Kate.
I don't know
Yeah,
why Cade is falling, but I think it's probably Cade or Seth.
I don't think Seth or Ethan are getting to 6 from the high school side, but they could. I mean, this is the way this is falling out. Here's an arm I want to talk about real quick while we're at a break here. The Mariners pick is in. Kyson Witherspoon from Oklahoma, I don't think is talked about enough. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be the name that we're talking about 2 years from now. Like, why wasn't he drafted in the top 5? His twin brother Malachi is also up for the draft. There's a few sets of twins in this draft, by the way. The Parkers, the Witherspoons. There's another um, group of twins from the Northeast. But yeah, Kyson Witherspoon, big fastball from Oklahoma. Like his stuff a lot. He's a
I
guy that.
yeah, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say if we had like, I'm just shocked he's not talked about enough around the top 5.
I think I might be with you here on Cade just because it's the left-handed arm.
Did you see something I haven't yet?
No, the pick isn't in. The Mariners, just like the Pirates, develop arms.
They're
So
probably they're probably one of the few organizations that are better than the Pirates at doing it. I mean, look at their big league rotation: Logan Gilbert, Brian
and then,
Wu
yeah,
was 6th round pick out of Cal Poly. He was
yeah,
not a good pitcher in college.
no, not. I think he had like a 6 something ERA.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal: they take a college arm. If you're not able to develop bats, you could always deal from your strength.
Yeah,
Just like the Pirates. Like I genuinely wouldn't be upset if the Pirates took
Arnold.
a Jamie Arnold out of FSU, a high profile arm. Just keep loading what you develop already.
Yeah,
And then if you're able to deal from that, great. It's just if history tells us anything, they struggle when it comes to drafting bats in the first round. That being said, I like how this is falling for the Buccos right now.
I do too, but we'll see what the Mariners do here.
This is big. Well, actually, it's not as big as we thought it was going to be.
Who's on the ESPN broadcast right now?
Your typical guys. Hold on.
What
Yep.
is it, Cade?
Cade.
He's reading it right now. Wow, what a break for the Mariners. I bet our guys at Marine Layer are just ecstatic.
Oh,
with
my
that.
God. Cade Anderson, the number
Cade.
2 prospect in this draft from Just Baseball, 6'2", 186, lefty out of LSU, national champion, 21 years old. Had Tommy John, I believe, in 22.
Yep.
And then just came back throwing low,
I
low
mean,
90s, touches 96.
I was gonna say he touches the mid 90s. Like he's not like he has overpowering stuff, but from the left side, he's one of the more dominant arms in college baseball this year. Yeah, mid 80s changeup. They got themselves a really good arm here, man. I don't even think they planned on him getting to 3. To be honest with you,
He had Paul Skeens had 209 strikeouts in 2023. Cade Anderson had what, 189?
yeah, I think he's a little bit prone to the homer, but yeah, I mean he's gonna slot in probably mid rotation in the big leagues.
I mean, that sweeper is absolutely disgusting. And the curveball is a true 12-6.
I mean, they've got Ryan Sloan, Gerangelo Cinche, now Cade Anderson. I'm probably missing some names, but they've got some good arms in their system still. I mean, Logan Evans is in the big leagues or at AAA. He's been solid. Emerson Hancock hasn't really been able to figure it out, but Colorado's pick is in. If this isn't Ethan Holiday, I will be shocked.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah, it's
funny how this works. You look back last year when they're or over the winter meetings when they're doing the lottery. It's Holiday was just like the absolute lock.
Yeah.
To go 1-1. I mean, talk about true like ceiling. This is your guy. The power potential that he has.
Yeah. What is he? 6'4", 210? I think Jackson Holiday's only like 6 foot. Like he's much bigger than his brother. Oh, they got Eli Willits on right now. Man. Alrighty. So Colorado, potentially Ethan Holiday, but what is St. Louis going to do at 5? Like that's going to decide a lot too. Like, are they going to go Seth Hernandez? Are they going to go Jamie Arnold?
You see what Noah just texted us?
Oh boy.
I won't say it out loud.
No, don't say it.
What do you think the reaction to that would be?
I mean, listen.
I like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Maybe some inside.
Maybe. I am.
We don't know. We don't know how it's going to fall. Let's see. This is probably a clear Ethan Holiday here, but I think Arquette's going to fall. I don't think they're going to take Arquette.
I think if this name is there, they don't take Arquette.
The one that we're discussing.
Yeah.
There's some good names here. If you have any preference who the Pirates should take, drop it in the comments below. We'll discuss it. The draft is a crapshoot. You usually just take the best guy available. You rarely draft on needs unless you're the Angels and you take every single pitcher known to man.
Ooh, Seth. Someone just said Seth Doyle, Ethan Yak. Okay. Yeah, I mean, both names would be huge at 6. I don't think anyone saw Seth Hernandez getting to 6. Doyle too. Like I think Doyle was expected to go 2.
I think if it's between those two, I'm taking Doyle.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I'm taking Seth Hernandez I'd be surprised if he gets there. I bet you that's the Cardinals pick at 5.
What about Jamie Arnold?
I like Jamie Arnold too, man. This was like a consensus, like potentially top pick like a couple months ago.
Yeah, we could have been talking about Arnold as the 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Looks
here
like
we
we
go.
have a lot of love for arms. Don't tell me yet. I am behind.
You're going to be shocked. The most obvious pick of the draft happened. I mean,
Yeah.
awesome story.
They potentially got like the best player in the draft right there. And it's a holiday. So good for them. That's huge.
So we are getting some info here. And
Oh man.
so it looks like Doyle's going to be off the board.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are going to take Doyle here. And then I'm not going to look at my phone.
Yeah, I think I know what it's going to be though.
I got to turn my text messages off.
God damn it.
All right. So here's the board. It's going to be Seth Hernandez, Ava Arquette, Jamie Arnold, JoJo Parker, Billy Carlson. I mean, Ike Irish is a guy that we've talked about. How do the Pirates? Rockies did get lucky for once. Shout out, Josh.
I need to mute Joe Doyle on Twitter.
Yeah, man. He's
I love Joe though.
Friend of the show, Joe Doyle.
This is yeah, I think Doyle's going to go next. Just a little bit of a spoiler.
All right. So now that we know that it is going to be Liam Doyle, who should the Pirates take here? Who do you like, Scott? If you're going to give me your pick right now.
Arnold or Arquette. I like Arnold or Arquette. That's who I'm going to go with here. Oh boy.
Probably going to be lower slots than a JoJo Parker or a Billy Carlson.
Yeah. Who do you take?
I like Arnold.
Yep.
I like Jamie Arnold a lot. I also really liked JoJo Parker going into this draft.
I did too, but with what's available, man, I mean,
if I'm gonna guess here, I think I like Jamie Arnold a lot. I'm going Jamie Arnold.
okay. I'm gonna go Ava Arquette. Who do we think the Pirates will take, or who do we know the Pirates will take? I was kidding.
This has been crazy.
It's been quite the roller coaster. Okay. Holidays are happy. All right.
This is
I'm interested to see everyone's reaction. Yeah.
pretty crazy. I don't think a single mock draft in the entire world predicted what was going to happen tonight. And just like any year in Major League Baseball, it's a total crapshoot. The best guy is not always going to go 1-1. And
my favorite pick so far is Kate Anderson, the Mariners.
Yeah.
That's a big pick for them.
Ethan Holiday to the Rockies. So yeah, it's going to be Liam Doyle here. And then I think the Pirates are going to take an arm, man. I know everybody wants to draft by need, but as I was mentioning earlier in the show, draft what you can develop.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, also like it's the MLB draft. Like these guys you're not drafting necessarily on need. Um, although I'd like to get some college bats and build our upper level depth. That's just not a strong suit of this draft, man. So, you know,
I've seen some people say if they drafted Arquette, it would be a race between Arquette and Connor Griffin to get to the big leagues. It would not. Just to put it out there, absolutely would not. That being said, if they do take Arquette, Austin says if they take an arm, I'm out. Again,
Austin,
just don't be shocked if they take an arm because, like, again, they're going to take what they feel is the best player available. They're not going to.
the Cardinals.
It's Liam Doyle.
All right, just don't say anything when the Pirates draft because what we know might not be right. We'll see.
Griffin, you're right. Griffin's going to likely project to be a center fielder whenever he makes his debut. If they went Arquette, that would be their plan of saying, hey, this is the guy that we want on the left side of the infield. I mean, 6'5".
Yes and no.
Potential.
I don't think you draft like knowing that this is our shortstop and then Connor Griffin's our center field. Like you figure that stuff out when you get there.
Right.
You know, like we have 2,000 second basemen in this organization right now. You know, where Tamar's going to play, I have no idea.
I would, I would
start Hampshire. Jeez.
I love Liam Doyle. He's an absolute psychopath.
Dude, his fastball is insane. Yeah, his fastball is insane. All right, guys. Yeah, Arquette has played a lot of second. And yeah, Arquette's like his body could move him to third base eventually. But I think he could stick it short if need be. Like he's shown the range and ability to play up the middle. I think you could get creative with Ava Arquette for sure.
You still want Arquette here? It seems like at the beginning of this stream, you were all in.
Yeah, Arnold Arquette. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot available here, man. They've got a lot to pick from. The pick is in for the Pirates, by the way. Don't say anything until the pick's been made. It's I also with everyone that's available. I know you don't take him here. I'm a sucker for Kyson Witherspoon. I know he hasn't been mocked as high as 6. I think Ike Irish is more of like last year's James Tibbs. So I don't know if that's someone you take at 6.
He's not going to catch.
Yeah, he's not going to. If he's going to catch, looks like the Pirates are happy. The front office.
Of course they are. This is their moment. This is what they live for.
Are you going to commercial?
No.
Oh, I just went to commercial. So
I'm looking at Jessica Mendoza talking about something right now.
I'm looking at friend of the pod, Pete Alonso, on a commercial. All right.
Who would you be mad about here?
Who would I be mad about? Probably one of the prep shortstops. Like I think with what's available, I don't know if you take a Billy Carlson. I don't know if you take a project bat. I don't know if I want to call him a project bat because he's like a 70 glove potentially. And he could be like how they're talking about Billy Carlson is how they talked about Connor Griffin last year. But with what's available, you know, I think they have to I think they're gonna go with one of Arquette, Arnold, Hernandez.
Yeah. I think if you get, I know people are going to be upset if it's an arm. Okay, why are you drafting more arms? But look at it. There are so many picks in the Major League Baseball. So many picks. And really in the first round is like only like, hey, this is where we're taking like best available here. There's no guarantee that anybody turns out to be what they're going to turn out, or even that they play the same position unless they're a pitcher. But Arnold is a guy who, throughout all the mocks, could be a 1-1 guy. In any other drafts, could easily be a 1-1. I really think I would like Arnold here, and that's not going to make people happy. But if they go Arquette, I will also be. I like the projection there a lot. I like the power potential. But I agree with our friend from Bridge to Bucktober. They must have been.
Yeah,
ecstatic.
I don't think they saw a few of these guys getting here. I'll just put it that way.
So I think that might be Arnold. I'm just going to keep pushing it until I'm wrong.
Okay. I'm not looking at my phone.
I'm trying not to look at my.
Oh, I got a 21 hat out in the stands.
There's not a single player there.
Yeah, that's crazy. And good job, baseball, having a draft on a Sunday. Like, seriously? What are we doing here?
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, they're not even at the stage yet for me. I'm way behind, dude.
Wow.
That's who we thought it was. Okay. Seth Hernandez is the pick. How do we feel about it?
I mean, this is
go with what you develop. I mean, this is like the best prep arm in the draft. Yeah, I'm shocked that they went prep arm, but I don't think they saw him available. So
6'4", 195. I mean,
tons of projection.
Yeah. I think this is the best arm in the class. Like, just pound for pound, this is as easy as it comes when it's
probably the best changeup in the class.
Yeah.
This is I don't think they saw this happening. He's older too. He's 19 already. So if he were to go to Vanderbilt where he's committed, he'd be draft eligible as a sophomore. Big fastball, a lot of projection left, a lot of athleticism. This is kind of like your prototype, like prep arm.
Yeah, you're talking just absolute crazy spin.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to need a little bit refinement when it comes to the secondaries, but this is the best prep arm in the draft.
Yeah.
Bar none. This is, I mean, it's a steal.
Yeah, if it's 6, the value is just undeniable. But not what I expected today.
It's wow. What are we seeing here? We got some comments. How are we feeling? I think it's going to be a little less than 4, given that he's a little bit on the older side.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think you're not drafting by need here. If you draft by need, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're not taking the best player available, and that guy that you might take might not project to be on the left side of the infield or be that first baseman that you want, or a guy behind the dish. You'd be reaching significantly. If you're looking at just who the best guy was right there in terms of value, easy operation, it's this is interesting.
It's value, man. Pick 6. I think it makes sense, and you just add to your depth of arms. So
pretty crazy. Really good extension. Fills up the zone. Misses bats at the top of the zone. Yeah, nuts. We'll see what they take. We're gonna have an episode later on in the week, just recapping all of the picks, and then I think we're gonna hop off here now. Scotty is gonna jump on the
Just Baseball
show just to address a couple of things. Austin says, and they should trade arms at the deadline. This has no effect on what they do at the deadline right now. And what we were talking about earlier on in the stream, Scott, you could hop off if you want.
Sure.
to go on to the Just Baseball show, and I'll wrap it up here. So what we were talking about at the beginning of the stream is if you're going to draft what you develop well, then you could also use that to bring in the bats, right? So at this deadline, yeah, you could deal a Mitch Keller, you could deal guys out of the bullpen, you could deal guys in the system. You can name arms for days here. And this is just another one that you could be more confident in developing, bringing up, and then being able to deal from that depth in order to get what you need. Because as we know, the Pirates aren't very known for getting bats through the system. Connor Griffin seems to be an outlier, and I'm not sure that he's the product of their hitting department. So, yeah, you use these arms as your assets, as the capital that you have in order to bring in the bats, and maybe the arms closer to the upper level or the guys that are in low A or even down on the complex, such as a Xander Meath type. You have Christian Curtis down who has been dealing, Carlson Reed, who had an excellent year last year, who seems to be getting back from injury and doing well. You can go to any affiliate and find arms that could potentially be major leaguers, whether it be in the starting rotation or in the bullpen. I really like this pick. I didn't even consider it at pick number 6. He was by far the best prep arm in the draft, maybe the best arm overall if you're just looking at it from overhead, but really nuts. It's exciting. The MLB draft, you never know what's going to throw your way, but we'll see what they do at the deadline here. I think he's going to get some run down on the complex, maybe in Bradenton this year. Again, he's 19 years old. So he's not 17. He's not 18. Not like Connor Griffin last year, how they had him in the developmental league before really giving him his first professional start. I think you're going to see Seth Hernandez sooner rather than later in Bradenton getting necessary reps. And then if he were to go to Vanderbilt next year where he was committed to, he would have been eligible to be a sophomore. So I don't think this is going to be a situation where you have to wait 4 to 5 years to see Seth Hernandez, barring any type of injury. Again, right-handed arm, if you're just joining, 6'4", 195. Also, just so you know, this guy could have been drafted in the first round as a bat. He's that good. He was putting up 100-mile-per-hour exit velocities in high school, Corona High School out of California. Just absolute studs. This is awesome. I really like this a lot. Do we have anybody else who has any comments, concerns, existential crisis that they're going through right now that they want to put in the chat before we hop off here? Again, a big surprise for the Pirates, a huge surprise, but just look at it this way. If they're going to take an Arquette, they're going to take an Ike Irish, you're banking on that hit tool to be consistent, and then there's no guarantee that they make it within the next year or two. One, the Pirates don't operate that way, even with college bats like Henry Davis. Henry was the quickest one to make it through the system. And there you saw how that turned out. So it's pretty interesting here. The changeup with Seth Hernandez, if you hop off this stream and you go over to YouTube, you'll see that changeup is just absolutely gross. Scott is back. Did you not make the cut?
Just missed it, man. Just missed it. They took Ava Arquette, and I don't think Arm was that happy about it, but we'll see.
Who took Arquette?
Marlins.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I'm warming up on this Seth Hernandez pick.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk. I was just talking about the arms that they have throughout the system, right? And dealing from depth and doing what you do well. And no guarantee that a college bat such as Arquette or Irish is going to get there next year or the year after. So you're probably talking around the same time frame as Connor Griffin, right? As some of these guys that are in high A right now, or a Termarr Johnson. Like, we're talking 2027.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Sure.
2026 might, you're not going to see these guys for a while, but the Pirates have already essentially blown a window that you thought they had. But the next window, I think, has some higher potential with bats, and you already have the arms, so you don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, just you're adding to your depth that you have, and that gives you an opportunity to move more of it. You move too much of it, and it doesn't become depth anymore. So Seth Hernandez is obviously going to be a profile younger arm in minor league baseball, and I'm excited to see him get going, man. Should we send him a DM already to get on the show?
Yeah, we got to find a way to keep that first round pick.
Yeah.
Who's he represented by? Do we know?
I don't think he's Boris, but could be wrong.
All right, our chances go way up.
Absolutely.
If he's not Boris. So you mentioned Ava Arquette went to the Marlins. That really doesn't make much sense if you're talking outside looking in.
They don't, but they have kind of a similar. They don't have like a ton of upper bats. So I think just taking the best player available was key for them. I thought they were connected to a bunch of prep shortstops, but I also don't think they saw Arquette get in the 7, especially past the Pirates. So I think Tyler Bremner being taken second overall really threw a wrench in his draft. So
yeah. Well, let's stay on here and keep talking. I was talking that you'll probably see Seth and Bradenton sooner rather than later. I don't think it's going to be a situation with Connor like last year, how he was in the developmental league and then debuted this year, right? I think you're going to see a 19-year-old pitcher show up in Bradenton sooner rather than later.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he's going to get some time in the complex, and then he might get an in. They're going to watch his innings for sure. I think they're going to be careful with him, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see him get an inning or two or a couple innings here and there for the Marauders. Got the Blue Jays up to pick. JoJo Parker, man, taken before Billy Carlson.
This is a guy that I really liked.
Yeah, I love JoJo Parker. That's a great pick. Jamie Arnold's still available, by the way. So,
which is very surprising.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, you just
God, are we going to see the Reds get another big arm? Chase Burns, Rhett Lauder, Jamie Arnold. That'd be disgusting. But I could also see them going like Ike Irish or who else is available here? Billy Carlson. Starts to thin out after these two.
In terms of the big board?
Yeah, the big board. I mean, you go from Billy Carlson down to you're looking at other prep shortstop like Kason Cunningham, Steele Hall, Gavin Fine, third baseman out of California prep scene. A lot of people are high on this Josh Hammond. He's a North Carolina prep guy. He's third base, could pitch too. Committed to Wake Forest. He's a name I've heard a lot. And then on the college side, you've got Arnold Weatherspoon, Ike Irish, Gavin Keelan from Tennessee, Merrick Houston, Brendan Summerhill from Arizona, Jace Laviolette. How far is he going to fall? This was a guy that was supposed to be 1-1. So,
yep. Pretty interesting. Well, how about we go through pick 10?
Yeah, let's go through pick 10. We got the Reds and then the White Sox. Looks like the Reds pick is in. Ethan Alday. He looks a lot like his dad.
Just from a size standpoint, he projects more. Really nuts. Really nuts. I mean, I wonder what that what's that slot projected at 6?
I had the slot values up. Hold on one second.
Kyson Witherspoon is also still on the board too, right-handed pitcher out of Oklahoma.
Yep, that's one of my favorite college arms. As I've said maybe 500 times already. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, agreed, Josh. MLB Network, it's ridiculous. I'm like a minute behind Adam. He's seen the picks way before me. I'm going to turn on ESPN after this.
Yeah, why is it so behind?
Uh, who knows?
Yeah.
Slot value for pick 6. That's our bonus pool. Sorry, I was going to say 14 million. That's not right. 7.5. No way the Nationals are signing Willits to 11 million, right? I don't think anyone's ever gotten that kind of bonus.
That would be.
And the Angels was 10.2. Oh, they got a big underslot deal there with Bregman. So I think Mariners probably signed Cade at slot 9.5. Sounds about right. But we're 7,558,600. So
gave Seth Hernandez that quick follow on the Bucko banner page.
Do we harass his DMs now?
I got his agency here.
Who's his agency?
We'll talk when we're off the air.
Can't be saying that live. Wow, it's public information, but
it's public, but I'm not trying to blow everything up right now, but maybe we'll have some connections there. Who knows? I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm warming on it. Like I said, it's the top prep arm. Like we got the top prep guy last year overall, and in Connor Griffin. And I know people were disappointed, and I don't know. In Horwitz, we trust. That's my motto for this draft.
Now, this is not Spencer Horwitz.
Yeah, Justin Horwitz. Sorry, guys. This
is the
amateur scouting director. He did a good job in his first draft last year, and I mean, this is a guy who had 3 picks last year, traded. I don't know if that's a good thing, but like teams were interested in the guys they took in the later rounds. We got Emmanuel Valdez. We got Chase Shugart. I forget who the other one was traded for, but we had 3 picks traded from last year's draft to acquire big league talent, and I mean that's important. You want a strong draft all the way through. You want to get as many strong prospects as possible. The MLB draft is a crapshoot. The Reds are about to pick.
You want me to spoil it for you?
No, don't do it. It's Jamie Arnold.
It's not Jamie Arnold. You're going to be surprised.
Steele Hall. Wow. All the rumors had him, like, the Rays were obsessed with him. So if he was going to get, I think the Rays are at 15. He was going to go there, but.
So Steele Hall, the 11th rated, and I think he was projected.
Alabama prep guy.
Yeah.
Billy Carlson was not taken before Steele Hall. That's interesting.
And Billy Carlson probably has the best bet to stay.
Yeah.
On the left side of the infield. Steele Hall, 5'11", 190, out of Alabama, committed to Tennessee, 17 years old, about to turn 18. Twitchy athlete with plenty of bounce in the dirt, showcasing exceptional range at shortstop, very quick first step offensively, hit over power profile, clean bat path, compact swing, significant helium here, as you like to say, somebody that you could dream on.
It's one of those scouting terms, helium.
Helium. Love it. Love it. We'll stick with one more. And then, again, so people who aren't familiar with the MLB draft, you're just taking who you think is the best on your draft board, or like how it's going to determine in terms of bonus pool throughout the entire draft. Somebody might not be familiar with how this works and say, well, they have Ellie De La Cruz. Why are they taking a shortstop? Just doesn't work like that. Perfect example, right? So very interesting. And also a lot of really good names still on the board. A lot of really good names.
I mean, one of Arnold, Witherspoon, Irish, and Carlson are going to drop out of the top 10. Didn't think that was going to happen. So
Carlson went to Corona High School.
He did. So he played, and there's another Brady Abel, who's I think a third baseman out of Corona. They've got like 3 or 4 guys that might get drafted in this.
But 2 in the first round.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Would have been cool if the Pirates drafted a guy named Steele.
Yeah. Would really make a lot of sense here.
We got the White Sox.
Pick is in.
Block.
What's your bet here?
I'm going to keep saying Jamie Arnold until
Jamie Arnold until someone takes him.
Yeah.
I am willing to bet money on Ike Irish to the A's after this. The A's love their college bats and have done well with them. So the surprises so far: Tyler Bremner 2, Steele Hall 9, probably.
Awesome. Really, really, really excited. If you're listening right now, we're going to wrap it up soon, but make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get to see all of our episodes. I mean, we're pumping out like 4 to 5 a week at this point. You got 2 recapping all the series. You get the minor league episode. 98% of the time, we have a minor leaguer interview on the Tuesday episodes. Last week, we had Will Taylor, the draft pick last year out of Clemson.
Yep.
Really good interview. We can go on and on. Pretty much have had the entire Greensboro Grasshoppers team at this point. Connor Griffin has joined the show multiple times, if you're not familiar. So hoping to continue that streak of first-round picks later on this year. Fingers crossed.
I'll also be on Bridge to Bucktober tonight to talk about this draft and much more. Mid-season report card, maybe some home run derby, but we might see more than one pick before then. So because they go to through round 3 tonight, rounds 4 to 20 tomorrow.
Absolutely. Also, go to the YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend. Make sure you're going to all the social medias. See us at the park. Make sure you say hi. We usually have trivia, giveaways, questions, player interviews, much, much more. You can find it all at Bucko Banner on all social media. That's X or Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. Here we go. There it is.
Is it Jamie Arnold?
No.
Oh, Billy
Carlson. This is somebody who was projected to the Pirates a lot.
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah.
What is that? 4 straight shortstops and 3 straight prep shortstops. 4 taken in the first 10 picks.
Shortstop, right-handed pitcher out of Corona. So same school as Seth Hernandez, 6'1", 180, 18 years old, committed to Tennessee. I mean, he is a dog on the left side of the infield. He was also throwing about 96 to 97 off the mound. So you had him and Seth Hernandez.
Yeah, and the glove is potentially a 70. So I think, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, shortstops in the class defensively. There's questions around the bat. So the White Sox have a project there cut out for them, but a lot of projection there.
Really good. Well, good stream, Scotty. We will be recapping this week all of the picks, and then we will also be doing our minor league episode this week. We also will be at the park this weekend, probably 3 days in a row against the White Sox. Series of the year, some people are calling it.
That's what they're saying. Maybe we'll see Seth Hernandez there.
Yeah, you got Seth Hernandez and you got Billy Carlson, who just got drafted by the White Sox, who are going to be in town. So actually, he probably will be there.
Yeah, he's going to come in and sign. Well, if they sign him right away, I don't know, but I think I don't know what the deadline is to sign your draft picks this year, but I'm sure he'll throw out the first pitch or something one of these upcoming homestands.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, you ready to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. Check out our episode tomorrow, and we'll recap the whole draft. What, Wednesday or Thursday?
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, everybody.